Welcome to episode 6 on the couch with Zeus. You know, couch co-op where you actually don't play. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite thing, collecting. As always, I broke this down into a couple of categories. And I'll start with this category first. If you ever wanted to search for anything or you wanted anything bad enough, that thrill of being the first to be in line, being the first to get something, knowing that the world wants this thing that you have and is willing to pay quadruple the price of what it is a wonderful feeling to have. Hunting down devices or whatever thing you collect. If you collect shoes, hunting down rare releases, limited editions, numbered limited editions. That thrill of almost a gamble of whether or not you're going to be able to get it in that moment. Now, if you have a bot system, then I guess that kind of cheapens the thrill. Or if you have an inside man, that kind of cheapens the thrill. But if you're an individual like me who has none of those things, being able to wake up early on a Saturday morning or a Friday morning and run out to your GameStop or your Best Buy or Walmart to try to find that item that you know is going to be sold out if you're not there within the first 5 minutes, or trying to figure out who's going to have it and who's not, what retailer is most likely not to have the biggest crowds. That feeling of trying to outsmart the people who are after the same thing you're after. It's a wonderful feeling. Ooh boy, money. The thing about collecting is that you always have to be ready. Especially in the video game world, where 3 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, the PlayStation Mini gets announced. And you're not so sure that everybody's not gonna want to buy it. So you say, okay, well, let me just go ahead and just throw some money down on it real quick, prepay it, pre-order it, and be done with it so you can have it. You have to have your money into a position to where you can do those things. Or, the best thing about GameStop, I'll say, is that you can at least pre-order it. You can at least put down for a console $50, for a video game $10, for accessories $10. You can put that amount of money down and just be able to pay on it on before the actual releases. But a lot of that stuff you get like maybe 2 months advance notice to actually pre-order those things. A lot of the times, your money has to be in a position to where you're able to move at any point's notice, and that's anything we're collecting. Because what doesn't happen is that someone says, hey, we're going to release this limited edition Xbox 5 months from now. Pre-orders will open up 3 months from now. So you have time to get your money ready before it comes out, or so you can pre-order it. They don't do that. They announce it, it goes up for pre-order. Everybody has an opportunity to get it, and then once those pre-orders are gone, or once they sell out of their pre-orders, that's it. It's over. So you have to have your money ready. On the flip side of that, you spend a lot of money. Now, going back to my original point of thrill of the hunt, being first means that you don't play those premiums. Now, if you are late to the party and you have access to a lot of money, you can pay for the fact that you're late to get something. You can pay what somebody decides they want to charge you for that item. The dirtiest part of game collecting right now are scalpers. Not necessarily people who flip merchandise, but scalpers. And I guess I should say what the difference is up front. To me, in my opinion, somebody who flips something is an individual. I mean, I guess you could look at it either way, but an individual who purchased something, enjoys it because they want to enjoy it, and at some point in time, because of how the pricing is, they'll sell it for a profit. The key here is that you buy it for yourself initially, for your own enjoyment initially, and when you go to sell it because you want to fund something else that you want to collect, you make a profit off of it. There's never been a problem. I've never had a problem with anyone buying something and making a profit off of it later. Scalping is when you buy 4 or 5 limited edition consoles and sell them at double the price, triple the price, and you have no intention on using it for yourself. You have no intention on having it yourself. All you want is a profit out of the thing you're trying to buy and flip. That makes the gaming industry, and in pretty much any industry, honestly, that there's limited editions in. I mean, I used to collect knives, and even in the knife community, people will buy beads, and they'll buy the beads for $40, and then just to turn around and sell them for $150. Scalpers. There are people who want to enjoy these things without paying a premium for these things. And I think people should be allowed to enjoy things. I mean, there's no way for somebody to tell when they're selling me. All I'm trying to do is make a buck. Now, I'll tell you what, if I was an entrepreneur and I saw that people were selling my products for double the price immediately after purchase, I would try to do something to get that type of profit. I mean, if people are willing to pay $200 for a controller that I custom made, that I sold for $100 custom, then I'll be trying to get that money into my pocket, because I mean, that's my product. But I'm kind of off the point here. Scalpers make things bad for everybody because people actually want to enjoy these things. People actually want to play with these things. People actually want to have these things in their home. Just like last year when the NES Classic came out. People were buying that for their children, so their children could be able to play the video games they played when they were younger, and they could play the video games with their children. But no, people were flipping a $70 system for $1,000 on the internet. And there's no way to regulate that. And I guess whoever's the medium of selling those things and make that profit, I mean, they're not going to complain about somebody. I mean, the more you sell something for, the larger the profit that the mediator makes. But still takes away from people's enjoyment of the product. The best thing about collecting is how you show your hard work off. I know people who keep everything in a sealed box. That's their way of collecting. Me personally, I take everything out of a box, I put my hands on everything I get, and I show it off to the world. Oh, there is one exception to that. I did keep a special edition PlayStation controller in this box, and at some point I might take it out the box. I don't know. I'm not really that guy. I figured I'd do one of the things I collected that way. But everything else is on display, which is probably not a good idea, because if you follow my Instagram page, you know that my cat likes to lick my PlayStation controllers. But you can do it either way. You can put everything behind a glass wall. You can keep everything in its packaging, its original packaging, and take pride in that, and just show off the packaging. You can take everything out of the packaging and show it out, set it up on display like that. That's what I'd like to do, because I actually like to see I don't want to see cardboard. Anybody can see cardboard. I mean, I can get a cardboard box and put a $10 controller in there. You wouldn't know the difference if you didn't know. But that's just my take on it. So how y'all feeling about collecting out there? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.